Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. This is your boy Dash the King back again with another week's episode of King Talk TV. Sorry, I am a few minutes late. Had a pretty long night last night and just out there working and grinding all day Saturday. That's literally all I did. Work on the whole Saturday, pretty much. I did do exercise in the morning. After that, it was pretty much straight work. So, yep. And what makes it worse, I actually set my alarm. Still didn't wake up on time. So, forgive me for that. But I am here. Again, this is King Talk TV. Today, I did want to speak a little bit about the upcoming stimulus check and my thoughts on that. I would also like to know your thoughts on that, and we'll just go from there. Let's see if anyone's coming in. I do see Solstice82. What's up, babe? Glad you're able to join me again this week. Hopefully you won't be my only guest, but if you are, fine. We'll just have this conversation together. Yeah. So in the before I get started, if you're watching this on YouTube, please give me a like and a subscribe. It really help me and my channel grow. Again, this is King Talk TV. Each week I just discuss my thoughts on daily events, investing, exercise, life, motivation, you name it. Just want to provide you with excellent value to help you throughout your week, the upcoming week. And it was a really fast week for me, and I hurt my back last week exercising, but I do feel better now. I feel excellent actually, and I'll be ready to hit the gym back up Monday. But again, this isn't about me. This is about you. This is about helping you and motivating you and giving you good, truthful, valuable information. That's all what this is about, guys. But yeah, as you can probably see in the title of this video is the upcoming stimulus check good or bad? They're going to be sooner or later. Don't know the exact date. I get notifications literally every day about the stimulus check, and it's really driving me crazy. I'm like, are they going to do it or are they not? You know, but I do understand that there are people in America who absolutely need this check, who need this money to stay in their houses, to buy food, to just to survive. You know, just to survive it all, because obviously a lot of people are still out of work. A lot of businesses are all closed down, and it's just going to be really tough for a lot of people. Me personally, I've been blessed. You know, I haven't lost my day job. You know, I've been doing that consistently since the pandemic, since the pandemic started. Just been working, you know, the whole time, no lapse in that. I actually got an increase in pay. You know, how many people are getting an increase in pay doing this besides the really rich people who got extra rich? The billionaires and the millionaires and some millionaires in the world got extra rich off the pandemic, and yep, that happened. While a lot of the poor people got poor, you know, and that's pretty much the trend. The rich get rich and the poor get poor. And yeah, that happened there. So yeah, I've been pretty much blessed during this whole pandemic, and I know a lot of you probably out there were as well. But then there are a lot of people who are not, and that goes into the stimulus check. I think we are going to print off. We're going to print off about almost 1.2 trillion dollars. You know, and pass that out to people. Don't know if everyone is going to actually receive this check. Don't know how that's all going to play out, but they are going to print off $1 trillion. And that right there should ring a bell in some of our heads. And I'll explain that in a moment. Let me get a shout out to my boy Jared. What's up, boy? That's my dude right there. Met him at the top of the incline. That is like my homie, man. Real guy. If you need your car detailed, hit him up. He will pull up on you and detail your car. I think he's still doing that. Jared, are you still doing that, bro? Let us know. And but he did mine. Did an excellent job. He will work with you. Hit him up and get your car pristine, clean. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But that's my brother, and I love him. But yeah, back to the topic. The printing of $1 trillion. So, okay, and I said this in a video a while ago, but I'll just repeat it again. The reason why things like gold, diamonds, and other various amounts of jewelry are valuable is, I think, for two reasons. One, because we believe it's valuable. And we are willing to pay money for it. Two is because it's scarcity. So there's not a whole lot of it left or available for people. So that's why gold, which has like I think, I could be wrong, I could be really lowballing here, but that's why gold has 10 trillion, or probably more than that. But I'm gonna just say a 10 trillion cap for gold. So that means like people all over the world has accumulated and put $10 trillion into gold, into that commodity itself. And why, again, is because people believe it's valuable, and two, it's scarcity. It's rare. You can't just go outside and find gold like you can go outside and find dirt or some random rocks. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we place that much value on gold. Okay, and going to the dollar, the United States dollar, it's almost the exact opposite, you know, except even though it's losing belief, people believe that the dollar is valuable. That's why it's so much stock is put into the dollar. But the scarcity part of that is what is, you know, has my hair scratching here, because how much value can something be if we could just go to a mint, or they, not me, I'm not doing it, but if they could just go to a mint, press a few buttons, and then boom, you know, $1 trillion. You know, that's $1 trillion could be available today. Tomorrow, if they agree to send out the checks, it will be ready by tomorrow. You can't do that with gold. You can't do that with diamonds. You can't do that with Bitcoin. I'm getting to Bitcoin in a minute, but you can't do that with a lot of really precious metals and commodities. You can't just make it out of anywhere. But that's part of what makes it valuable. That's part of what makes it valuable. Is the ability to do that. Is the scarcity of part of that. But with the United States dollar, you're pressing buttons and then printing off $1 trillion. Like, why is that valuable? There's no scarcity at all. You have it regularly available to you. The higher ups do, not you and me, but the higher ups do. They have it just right there in the mint, bunch of paper, boom, they could just print money. You're printing all this money off. And how is that scarcity? How is that really a big deal, you know? And on top of that, the United States we're already trillions of dollars in debt. I mean, and this should be common knowledge to everyone in America. But we are already trillions of dollars in debt. We are going to print off an extra $1 trillion. And what that is going to do is cause inflation. I don't know how old you guys are. Most of you, I think most of us are around the same age that are on here now. I see Josh, he popped up. He's a little younger. Shout out to Josh from the UK, all the way from the UK. What's up, bro? So yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but minimum wage has been going up every single year. And pretty much with minimum wage going up every year, nothing pretty much has changed as far as like you're not the middle wage individual is not pretty much any more richer than he was 10 years ago, you know, because $5 was minimum wage back then, but $5 back then cannot get you what it cannot get you half as much as what it can get you now. $5 can barely get you a plate of food now. You know what I'm saying? So $5 won't do nothing to your gas tank now. You know, it may give you 2 gallons, maybe even 1 depending on where you live. You know what I'm saying? So like everything is going up in price, everything. And the reason why things are going up in price is because the dollar is just over printed. It's overused out there. You know what I'm saying? Big Sean, what's popping, my dude? Thank you for joining me again, bro. God bless you, man. So yeah, the dollar has been really overused, really over put out there. And I hope this makes sense. But having all this extra money out there, everything else is going to go up. It's devaluing the dollar itself by printing out all this extra money, you know. So it's really lowering that $1. You know, $1 now is probably actually, you know, 50 cents a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? But that 50 cents has turned into $1. So you're spending more, you're making more money, but you're spending more money because the more money you have, you know what I mean, the more money they print, the higher housing is going to cost, the higher gas is going to be, the higher food is going to be, the higher your utility bills are going to be. Everything is going to go higher. And they think that fixing the problem, some people, I'm not going to call out the parties, you know, but some people on a certain party think that printing all this money is going to solve the problem. I mean, it's like putting a Band-Aid on the Hoover Dam and expecting that to stop all that millions of gallons of water from coming through. Like eventually all this is going to blow up in our faces, you know, if it's not already blowing up in our faces, but we're just being told that everything is okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's just really a big mess. It's really a big mess. And printing out this, and don't get me wrong, I understand people need this money coming out. People need it. There are people are getting evicted every single day, starving, hungry, no water, no food, just in America. So people need this money. But printing this money is not going to save America in the long run. It is not. It's actually making the problem way worse. Way worse. Let's see, my boy Jerry said definitely overused. Yeah, man, it's freaking over. It's overused. I don't know if overused is the right word that I said. It's overprinted, and it's just too much out there. Way too much, and it's about to be way more. Cause they just did a stimulus package last year, as we all remember. You know, I was happy about getting that, but I didn't use that money right. I didn't blow it, but I didn't invest it right. When I get this one, I'm gonna talk about what I plan on doing when I get the next check, or if that happens with that check. But yeah, I mean, it's useful. You know what I mean? You can do a whole lot of things with it, but long term it's terrible. Jared said Egyptian Sphinx. I'm gonna stop saying y'all government names out here. Y'all probably don't want your government names all over the internet. Egyptian Sphinx said decrease in value, price, and inflation goes up. Yes, man. This is common knowledge. Common knowledge, dog. Common freaking knowledge. Like, we're printing all this off, decreasing the value. The dollar is decreasing in value every single day. Every day. The dollar is getting much worse. That's why it's stupid. I believe it is stupid to keep your money in a regular check account. If you keep your money just sitting in a savings account, then you are losing money. You are losing money. Your money is not safe there. And you might think it is, but it's not. If you have $1,000 just sitting in there and inflation is like, I think, for what I research, it could be higher, it could be lower. I think it's at least 2% a year. Inflation is at least 2% a year. So you're losing 2% of value of every dollar you have in your savings account every single year, just sitting there. And but what about interest rates? You're not getting any interest off that money. Any interest. You have to put you have to put at least 100 grand in savings and have it sitting there for a year just to get 0.01 or 2% back on your money each year. Ridiculous, man. That is absolutely freaking ridiculous. And that's why people will be like, forget. That's why people say forget saving money and just blow their money, because like, man, you ain't gonna get nothing keeping in the bank. And I grew up thinking that way. I grew up, my parents grew up and they taught me, get money, save it up, put it in the bank. You know what I mean? But that's not gonna do nothing for you. And it's gonna do exactly the opposite. Keeping your money in savings, and you're gonna lose money every year, 2%. Every year. Inflation, baby, inflation. And when they print this money off, inflation is gonna go up some more. And if they print more money, inflation is gonna go up even more. And the sad thing about it, they're giving they're giving Americans, just a little bit of that trillion something dollars. A lot of the higher ups are getting it, and then they may be scattering it abroad as well. Absolutely craziness, huh? Like, we're not getting all that money to us. That's not going all to us. That's going to businesses, other higher ups, some other banks, institutions. We're not getting all that money. You know what I mean? So, and then on top of that, it's not even helping us. It's hurting us. It's really, really hurting us. And look, again, I have to be clear and put out a disclaimer. I am not saying that people out there do not need this money. I am not saying that there are people out there who can live without this check coming up. Like I said, people need this money. Shoot, I need the money. I need the money, not to buy food and stuff with, thank God, but I need the money so I can put it in something else, which is something that's actually increasing in value, that actually has true value, and is actually going to probably 10 or 20x in value within the next few years. That's what I'm going to put my money in. Not saying you should do it. It's not financial advice or anything like that. I'm just simply giving my opinion and hoping it helps you. Egyptian Sphinx said, yes, bro, straight up losing money. If anything, that deposit we make is then give it to somebody else to borrow. Yes, it's hocus pocus. Time to invest. Exactly, bro. See, we on the same page, my dude. We on the same page, bro. It's time to invest. Now is the time to invest. You may not have a lot of money. Somebody out there, you may be watching like, man, I don't have money like that. I mean, you got, whatever you get, you got to plan it out and put it in something that's going to make you some money, man. Put it in something that's going to make you some money. Egyptian Sphinx, I need the money. Yeah, bro, I need the money. I'm not saying I don't need it. I need the money. I need the money. A lot of everybody watching right now, I got 3 people on here. All of us, we all need the money. Comment below. I need the money. Because we need it. I'm just saying like, there's another side of this, and that's inflation. And that same money that we're getting, if we just save it, we're going to lose it. Even if we don't do nothing with it, we're going to lose it. So we might as well do something with it. You know what I mean? So, and that goes into the next part of this talk that I wanted to talk about, and that is cryptocurrency. And crypto is not a brand new thing. Most of us probably know about that by now. And one particular crypto that I'm invested in is Bitcoin. And the reason why Bitcoin is what it is, and the reason why I'm investing into it, the reason why these multi-billion-dollar companies are investing into it. Square, research this, guys. This is homework. Research Bitcoin and research the companies that have put billions and billions of dollars into it. There's a software company called MicroStrategy, buy billions of Bitcoin all the time. A company called Square, PayPal. There's a company called Grayscale, which specializes in buying crypto and all of that. Bro, this Bitcoin is the real freaking deal. It is the real freaking deal. I cannot stress that enough. It is the real deal. But the thing about Bitcoin that makes it special, and it's still a mysterious thing, even to me. And I did a lot of research on it, and I still don't really understand fully how it works. You know, I know it's digital. It's obviously digital software, and I don't know how they got it to be what it is. But it is what it is. But basically, there's 21 million Bitcoin. There'll never be less. There'll never be more. Somehow it was programmed into the code to only be 21 million coins. So that goes back to the scarcity thing that I was talking about towards the beginning of the video. Gold has value because, one, we believe it has value. Two, we believe it's scarce. There's not a lot of gold out there. We can't just go out, dig in the dirt, and find gold. Even though you can find more gold. Gold is rare, but there is more gold out there. That's the thing about it. So gold is scarce, but it's not impossible to find more. Bitcoin, there will only be 21 million Bitcoin ever. That's it. Only 21 million ever. So that solves the scarcity problem. Now it's just getting people to believe it has value. And people believe it has value. It started back in 2012, and it was only trading for like a penny a coin. Look where it is now. It shot all the way up a few days ago to $58,000 per coin. It's back down to, I think, about 44 now, maybe at the time of this video, 43. But it's been going up by an average of 400, 500% every year, every freaking year. Every freaking year. There is nothing else, to my knowledge, that's doing that, you know? Nothing ever. If you would have invested, okay, when did we get the last stimulus check? Not the $600 one, but there was one before the $600 one that we got. I think that was like $1,200 last year. Okay, if you would have got that check, put all of that in Bitcoin, then that check now will be worth $6,000. $6,000. A lot of people got that check, put it in the bank, and that check is still that check. As a matter of fact, that $12,000 is even lower than it was. It's not going to go down physically in their account, but the value of that $1,200 is lower than it was when they first got it. You understand? Versus if you would have got that whole check, bought Bitcoin with that check, you would have freaking doubled, tripled your money. You would have doubled that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Okay, I had them, Egyptian Sphinx, I had to let them know, man, every single year, like, it's just been going that way, bro. I had to make sure they knew what I was talking about, man. You said something else. Have you ever heard of I never heard of that coin, bro. Acorn? I never heard of that, bro. Tell me what that is, man. Educate me on that, big dog. The overweight loser, April of 2020, we received. Yeah. So, okay. Thank you, bro. So in April back then, we received the $1,200 check. If you would have put that whole check in Bitcoin, your check would be worth almost $7,000 right now, you know, versus leaving it in the bank and not doing anything. You understand? So this Bitcoin it's a hedge against inflation. Inflation is happening. It's going to happen. Inflation is keeping your money down. Bitcoin is bringing your money up. It's doing the exact opposite of that. And it's just common sense, you know. But if you pay attention to mainstream news, and that's like one of your main sources of information, not saying it is, but if it is, then you're not going to hear too much about that. The higher ups do not want you really investing in Bitcoin because, one, Bitcoin is something that they can't control. And I'm not trying to get too big, too fancy on you guys, because this is a big word about to use, but Bitcoin is completely decentralized. And what that means is it's not owned or controlled by one person. The dollar is centralized. The dollar is controlled. The dollar is controlled by, you can say it's probably controlled by the IRS, by the Federal Reserve, by big banks. You know, they can put sanctions on you if you use it in a way that they don't like. You know, they can stop your payments. They can garnish your wages. You know, your dollar is centralized. Your dollar is controlled. Bitcoin is not. Bitcoin is not. You can have $1,200 in Bitcoin and the banks can't touch it. Nobody can touch it but you. Nobody can touch it but you. Nobody can move it but you unless someone somehow gets your code or access to your wallet. But other than that, no one can do anything with it. You can keep it, you can send it, you can sell it, you can do whatever you want with it. You know, it's decentralized. And that's what really makes it special to me, is that you are your own bank and you have complete control over your money. That's what Bitcoin does for you. And that's really what all decentralized coins, all the other coins. See, there's Bitcoin and then there's altcoins. Altcoins are every other coin that's not Bitcoin. So yeah, Bitcoin, altcoins. Like Ethereum is an altcoin, but it's the best altcoin. That's another thing. And I'm going to do a whole segment on crypto probably next week. This was like kind of a, I guess, introduction, because I just wanted to really just talk about it and talk about inflation as well. But yes, this is like game changing, brand new stuff. I don't know if you heard about it. If you have, some of you have. I mean, my boy Egyptian, he's on it. He knows. But this is where the future of finance is going, and it's best to do some research on it now and get ahead in the game. Let me see. 59 South. Sorry I'm late, bro. Man, I'm glad you're here, man. This ain't class. You know what I mean? You don't gotta be like, oh, sorry I'm late, teacher. Now you ain't gotta do none of that. I'm just playing, bro, man. I'm happy you back again. You've been watching every week pretty much since I started this. God bless you, man, and I pray that you continue to support your boy. Akon curated a Bitcoin called Akon. Oh yeah, I have heard of that, Will. I have heard of that. I didn't know if he actually is finished with it or if he actually did it. But I did hear about him making a coin. I read somewhere that he's actually building a whole city in Africa. Is that true? Like, this man about to build a whole city? That's some innovative stuff. I never grew up thinking like, yeah, one day I'm gonna build a whole city in Africa, you know, and that's what he's about to do. And I know, but I did hear that that he is making his own coin, you know. So that's cool. That's cool. And I heard about that years ago, actually, before I even started investing in Bitcoin itself. So that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Let me see. We got someone else on here. Elf Stone Cold. Thank you, my homies. Yo, what's up, man? Well, I don't know who you are, but hey, bro, thank you for watching. This is King Talk TV, and what we're talking about is inflation and cryptocurrency. That's what we're talking about today. Let me see. Jim said it's not public yet, but please check. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, bro. I'm gonna check it out. Like I said, I heard about it. I didn't know if he actually had it done or what he was planning on doing with that, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. But yeah, back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the ultimate hedge against inflation. Ultimate hedge. I started investing in Bitcoin back in, actually, a few years ago. There's an app called Coinbase. You can download it. Hit me up. I'll send you my link. So in case you do try to invest in it, we both can get a little extra money off that. So hit me up if you want to invest in it. So a few years ago, this is years ago before it was actually like common knowledge about Bitcoin everywhere. I actually bought some, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know like how it works. I didn't really know too much about inflation, the situation in America, especially Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin is like a revolutionary thing. But I did hear about it and I bought some, but I ended up selling it. Like a big dummy, I ended up selling it. And then actually, early part of last year, I bought more of it. Not like in a big crazy amount, but you know, about $100 to $200. And I held it for a little bit, wasn't doing nothing. I sold it again like a freaking dummy, That $200 back in early April would have been like probably almost $1,000 by now, guys, like $1,000. So I watched this video online, this guy named The Modern Investor, The Modern Investor. You guys should definitely check him out. He is great, and he will educate you on all this, even better than me. But I watched one of his videos, and he basically put out a whole report on these big multi-billion-dollar companies are all buying up Bitcoin. And I'm just like, man, why are they all buying up Bitcoin? Because they know what's up. All what I've been speaking about through this whole video, they know what's up. They know that the dollar is pretty much crap now, that the economy is wrecked, and Bitcoin is the only way to really hedge against all this. It's the only way to hedge against all of it. So putting a portion of your earnings in Bitcoin seems like, or a portion of their portfolios or whatever kind of money they got. These people got billions and billions and billions of dollars, so it's nothing for them. But putting like 10% of that into Bitcoin was like the best way to hedge against this constant inflation that is killing America right now as we speak. So I'm like, man, if all these companies are doing it, maybe I should start doing it. So I bought some more. I started holding December 8th is why I started holding. I bought $20 off my Cash App. And that same $20 from December 8th, 2020 to now is $86. $86. That $20 from December 8th to now, what's today? February 28th is like $86 now. And I was just like, man, I've been such a dummy all these years. All these years, I've been such a dummy not buying this stuff up. But I've been holding ever since, and my money has more than doubled ever since I started putting 10% of my daily income into it. It's double. I still have a few money in my savings because, you know, I need that extra, I guess, protection in case I do need some real cash real quick. But I'm not gonna sell my Bitcoin. I'm not gonna sell that. I'm gonna hold that for the next few years to see where we at. Cause it's going to be about 100 grand a coin. Right now it's about 40 grand a coin. It's going to be 100 grand a coin by the end of the year. Guaranteed 100 grand, at least 100 grand. And in the upcoming years, it's probably going to be worth $500,000. And some people believe it's going to go to $1 million a coin. You know what I'm saying? So this is a big deal, man. And this is just Bitcoin. There are other coins out there that have value as well. Not as valuable as Bitcoin. Nothing, in my opinion, will be as valuable as that, as far as the crypto digital money thing goes. But there are other valuable coins out there that are going to be there within the next 5 or 10 years that you may want to research and see if they can help you in your financial future. Let me see. I got a few comments here. Egyptian said the project starts next year. Okay, this year. Okay, I'm gonna look into that, big dog. Where do you stay, my bro? F Stone Cold, bro. I live right now in Colorado. Colorado. Where are you from? It's in Seaman, girl, Africa. Okay, Akonda. Is he really gonna call it a? We could be better than that, man. We could pick a better name than that. But I guess if you're gonna make a whole city, why not name it after you? But that just sounds like Wakanda. He basically stole that name from Black Panther, you know. So could have been more original in my opinion. Me too. Should have kept it real. Yeah, bro. I kick myself in the butt all the time for selling that Bitcoin back in the day and not holding it all the time, bro. But I'm holding now, bro, and we doing good. It's okay, man. It's okay, bro. There are other coins out there. Do your research on Egyptian. Do your research, man. There are other coins out there that you can put a little bit into, increase a lot. One other coin I'm dealing with is Cardano, and I believe that's going to be like a world changing type of coin, not like Bitcoin, but it's going to be. It has a lot of value, and I believe it's going to like really increase in value. And I got in real early on that, and I'm doing well in that. So check that one out, man. Cardano. How much have you invested in Bitcoin? I don't want to give like my whole amount, but it's in the four figures, you know. So it's not like a crazy amount of money, but the four figures I did put in that has doubled. I'll say that much. It has freaking doubled. Like I said, I put the $20. I bought $20, just easy, $20 on December 8th, 2020, and that $20 is worth almost $100 now. So, you know what I mean? And I kept holding, and just keep on. The thing about it, if you do decide to hold Bitcoin or whatever, it's a highly volatile market. And what that means is one day the price could go up 10, 15, 20%, and then in a few hours it can shoot down 30%. Go up 30%, go down 15%. So it's a really, really extremely volatile market, and a lot of people can't handle that. You know, I'm used to it now, so when I see it go up and down, I'm just like, oh, just another day. But a lot of people can't handle that. They see their money going down, they're like, oh crap, and they end up selling it. Which is don't do that, because if you, well, I'm not telling you not to do with your money. If you want to sell it. But when you do sell it, these big institutions are going to buy it. These people see it. They know what's going on. They know the dollar is crap. They know America's economy is going to shreds, and they're buying up Bitcoin right now. They're buying it all up. So when you get it, look at it as, this is how I look at it, as a savings account that's giving me 500% a year. You know, your savings account at your bank isn't giving you, not even giving you 1% a year of your money. Not even that. Not even half of that. Not even half of 1%. You know, not even half of 1%, depending on who you bank with. Bitcoin is going to give you at least 400 to 500% a year on your money. So to me, it's a no-brainer. So I look at it as a savings account. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it in there as that, and that's how I look at it. Some people like to put some money in it, and you know, maybe when the price goes up a little bit, sell a little bit, and then buy it back when it drops. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. But Bitcoin, I believe, I don't know if it's going to take over the US dollar itself, but it definitely has the potential to take over the gold market cap. Like I said at the beginning, the market cap of Bitcoin is, I think as of right now, about $900 billion. $900 billion market cap. The market cap for gold, I think, is about, and like I said, I think I'm lowballing, is about $10 trillion. Could be a little bit more than that, I think. Could be a little bit more than that. But what people are doing, people are selling off their gold holdings and they're buying Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is eating up at that gold market cap. You understand? It's eating up that market cap and it's raising up in value. The market cap is getting higher and higher and higher. Maybe in a few years or so, Bitcoin might have half of gold's market cap. You know what I mean? Maybe in a few more years, Bitcoin might have a higher market cap than gold. You know, so if that's possible, why would you sell your Bitcoin? Why would you sell it right now? This should be like you should be, if you believe that, you should be holding it for the next 5-10 years. You should never sell it. You know, you should just hold it. If it has the potential to take over the top asset in the world, which is gold, then don't sell it. Hold it. You know what I mean? And I didn't have that knowledge back in the day. I was looking at Bitcoin like a stock. You know what I'm saying? And the price was so high, I was like, man, I'm gonna buy this. The price is already too high. Like, it ain't gonna go that much higher. Psh, it's been going higher ever since. It's been going higher every freaking since, man. Every day since, dog, it's been going through the freaking roof, man. And yeah, it has that potential, in my opinion. It has the potential to overtake gold as the #1 world top commodity. You know? So why get rid of that? You should keep that and set it up so your children can have it in the future. Another advantage that it has, that Bitcoin has over gold, gold is heavy. You know what I mean? Your gold can be physically stolen from you. If you got gold in your house or in a safe, someone could possibly access that gold and steal it. Then it's not yours anymore. You know, I can't. My man's from Africa here, I think. I don't know where he's from, but if I want to send him some gold, I can't just, you know, put it in the mailbox, send him a chunk of gold. But with Bitcoin, I can send it in a few minutes. It can go anywhere, anytime, to any person, anywhere in the world, in just a few minutes, few seconds. I can sell pieces of it. You know what I mean? I don't have to sell a whole Bitcoin. Oh, I don't have to send a whole Bitcoin. I can send like half of one or even half of one, you know, to anybody, anywhere in the world who has access to the internet. You know what I mean? I could even, this is crazy here, I can even program it that you can only use it on a certain thing. Like, you know how churches get these donations and the pastors end up using the donation for their own personal needs. That won't be a problem anymore, because I can program it that church or organization can only use Bitcoin for they can only use the money for a specific use. You know what I mean? That so much better. You know, that would eliminate a whole lot of problems right there. What if I donate 1 bar gold to the Salvation Army? I donate 1 bar gold to the Salvation Army, and they use it to buy, I don't know, something that's not useful. The owner ends up buying a pool with it or something, or buying an extra piece to his house. With cryptocurrency or with Bitcoin, I could program it that he can't do that. He can only use that money for his business. I think it's called smart contracts or something like that. I mean, this is all like revolutionary technology we're talking about here. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm an expert in any of this, because I am not. But from what I've researched, man, this stuff is like really, really changing the world. Oh, my man, the meme coin. Y'all follow the meme coin. He puts out all crazy memes on Bitcoin and crypto, and it's absolutely funny. It's crazy. And thank you for joining, my man. And he just commented, it will pretty much end corruption. And I'm gonna do, and I have my thoughts on that as well. And I'm gonna follow that up next week. And I'm gonna talk about the founder of Bitcoin. His name is Satoshi. Nobody really knows who he is, but he has right now he has like 1 million Bitcoin supposedly. So he's worth now probably about almost $100 billion. Crazy, but he's the guy who invented Bitcoin or whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about the corruption thing, because I still think corruption is possible even with all this. But as of right now, Bitcoin is definitely punching corruption in the face, knocking it out. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's completely decentralized. You can't control it. One government or one body can't control it. Nigerian government tried to block it, and as soon as they did, the value went up. I think Iran or Iraq, one of those nations, said, "Oh no, you can't buy it. You can't buy it." They try to ban it, and you can't ban it because it's decentralized. No one controls it. They don't control it. That's why they don't like it, because they can't control it. You can control fiat currency. You can control the dollar. You can control the yen. You can control the European pound. You can control these things. Bitcoin and certain decentralized currencies, you cannot control it. Completely open source. If you have access to the internet, you can buy some, you can sell some, you can send some, you can receive some, you know. And it's crazy, man. Think about it, yo. When we send money now, like through Western Union should really hit Bitcoin, because or cryptocurrency in general, because you try to send money through them, they're gonna tax you $10, you know, to try to send $100. You know what I mean? And there are people out in the world who are poor, piss poor, who can't even afford to send the money they have. And then on top of that, they got to pay a big old fee to send it to somebody across the world, you know? And but with, you know, Bitcoin or anything, you don't even have to worry about that. They got a wallet, you got a wallet, enter the wallet address, pew, they got the money, man. And nothing the government can do to stop it. Nothing. They can try to ban it all they want. Cannot stop it. Cannot stop it, man. And it's really, really cool, man, because there's been so much corruption with the printing of money. And they try to make us feel good that, oh, you guys are getting $1,400, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, they're getting millions of dollars, you know. And they have more than, they have an endless supply of it. They could just print it. They could just press a button and then boom, $1 billion, you know what I mean? And then it has value because we the people say it has value. But if we start saying that it doesn't have value, If we start to move our focus of value to something else, they're not going to want that. They're not going to like that at all. And now the value trend is transferring to cryptocurrency, to specifically Bitcoin. That's the value. That's where we're putting our value at now. And you guys will see this more and more as the years go by, or even as this year goes by. We're going to see how the mindset of everything is changing. The only reason why the mainstream media is even talking about Bitcoin is because Bitcoin has actually almost $1 trillion market cap. So they have to talk about it. If it wasn't that high, they wouldn't even talk about it. And if it did talk about it, they'll bring somebody on to just discredit it and just, to call it trash or whatever. You know what I mean? So they have to talk about it now. That's the only reason why they do talk about it. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to be up here too much longer, but I do thank you guys for watching. But do your research, man. Do your research on crypto. And again, I'm not a financial investor. I'm not saying go out and buy it. I'm not saying do any of these things. All I want you to do is just research cryptocurrency, research Bitcoin, research Ethereum, research Cardano, and other altcoins, which are coins that are not Bitcoin, and just see what you see out there, man. There's money to be made out there that common knowledge that the main sources of information will not let you know. You have to seek this stuff out. Ask and ye shall receive. Seek and ye shall find. You know what I'm saying? Seek and ye shall find. So y'all do that, man. Let me see. And it's so much. My man, the meme coin said, and it's so much quicker to transfer. Oh yeah, man. It's just playing out better in every aspect. No question about it. No question about it. You don't need a bank to manage it. You are your own bank. You manage your own money. You can get higher interest rates. I'm talking about through the roof interest rates. There's a app I use. It's not really an app, but yeah, okay, it's an app. I'll just call it an app. But it's a decentralized company called BlockFi, which is like going to be the new banks. If you're interested in BlockFi, let me know. I'll send you my referral link. And DM me, and I'll send you my referral link. But basically, you can earn up to 6% interest on your Bitcoin. So you buy $100 of Bitcoin, you can send it to this decentralized bank called BlockFi, and there are others out there as well, but I use BlockFi. And you can earn 6% interest on that. You're not going to get that at any bank anywhere. Any regular fiat bank, you're never going to get 6% return on anything. And if you have Ethereum, you can get like 7% back. If you put this in a savings account at your regular local bank, 0.023%. Crazy, man. You're not going to make any money doing that. Any money putting it in there. And then on top of that, inflation. But I'm just repeating myself, guys. But to sum this video up, the financial industry is changing. And it's changing for the better right now. I don't know what the next 20 years hold, but within the next 10 years, Bitcoin is going to be on the uptrend, and you should definitely be paying attention to it. You should definitely be considering it, at least investing something in that. Not saying that I'm not a financial advisor, not telling you to do it, but look into it, guys. Look into it. Well, I guess this is going to wrap up this week's episode of King Talk TV. Man, I feel like this was a great episode, man. I feel like this was a great episode. I was just flowing, like a rapper. You know what I mean? I was just freestyling out the truth, about all this. I do a lot of research on it, and I just wanted to get a few of you guys on here to talk about it. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you spending a little bit of time out your Sunday morning with your boy. I will be back next week. Next week, I'm going to talk about this a little more. And I'm going to talk about what I think we should be worried about, even with cryptocurrency around, what we should be worried about in the future, within the next 10, 20 years. We have to be visionaries, my people. We have to try to see things happen before they happen. I know that sounds like it's a hard thing to do, but it's really not. We can tell when fall is coming because the leaves are falling from the tree. You know what I mean? We can tell this about the rain because clouds come up. You know what I mean? There are ways that we can discern. We can discern what we see now. We can discern what can happen in the future. So, guys, pray for discernment, man. Try to develop discernment. Try to develop insight, and let's see these things happen. You know what I mean? That's what I've been praying to God for, to give me eyes to see, ears to hear, and then the mind to have that discernment to recognize these things. Like my man Egyptian said, foresight, to have the foresight to know what's going to happen before it happens. All of us, everybody has this ability. You know, it's just a matter of tapping into that and seeing these things happen, seeing these trends happen. And I've been praying for that, and it's been happening for me, and it's been truly beneficial, financially, intellectually, all these things. It's been truly, truly, truly amazing, you know. So practice these things, have insight, discernment, pray for prophecy, pray for the spirit of prophecy. God will give you these things, man, and it's not going to do anything but help you, and it's going to do more than help you. Actually, it's going to save you. It's going to help your family. It's going to do all that, man. But thank you guys again for watching. This is King Talk TV. This is your boy Dez the King. Set your timer, set your alarms. Do me a favor, tell your friends and family about my show. I'm gonna be on here every week. I'm gonna try to do this as consistently as possible. I got 5 at the most. I have 5 watching at one time. Let's try to get this to 6 people watching at one time next week, and let's slowly build this up to be a positive, great show for my people out there all over the world. All right, guys. Again, this is King Talk TV. This is your boy Dez the King. I'll see y'all guys next week, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, IG Live. Give me a follow. Y'all be blessed. Peace.